Hey, sweeties. I don't even know where to start today because what is going on in the BL streets? Like, I blinked and suddenly all the tops started coming out of diapers. No, seriously, since when did we start letting the babies run the relationship? I'm looking at these couples like, sir, you were born in 2005. How are you already topping someone who was legally drinking before you could walk? No, because at this point, I feel like these casting directors are just playing Uno with top energy and age. They're like, let's give the youngest looking one the most terrifying dominance and emotional damage potential. And it's working? Like, yeah. And the funniest part, I'm invested deeply. Today we are talking about 5 BL couples where the top is younger, sometimes even cuter, but still the one doing the absolute most, like emotionally destroying their partner, staring them down like a wolf in a romance novel and acting like they invented dominance. Meanwhile, the older one is just standing there acting all cute like, yes sir, ruin me spiritually. Apparently being younger doesn't mean you can't pin someone to the wall with just one stare. I'm stressed. I don't know who told these baby tops they could act like that, but I just want to talk or scream. Or maybe both. So buckle up, sweeties, because we're about to gossip about some of the most confusingly hot age gap couples that have me questioning the very laws of nature. Let's go. Okay, sweeties, we're starting off nice with the couple that has the least age difference out of the 5, but somehow still managed to confuse everyone's sense of time, space, and biology, Boat and Oat. Now listen, when this series first dropped, I was watching episode 1 and I was like, oh yeah, Boat is definitely the older one. Look at him, tall, broad shoulders, voice like he pays taxes on time. This is a grown man. My spirit was calm, my delulu was sleeping, but then plot twist, I opened my Google app and saw that Oat is actually the older one. The smallish, soft-spoken, puppy-eyed cutie is the elder? I felt personally attacked. Like, how? When? Why? And I'm not even exaggerating. The age difference is only 1 year and 8 months, but it feels like Boat is older by 5 full business years. I genuinely needed a moment to breathe. Because Boat walks into a room with I'll carry you to bed and still make you a sandwich after energy. Meanwhile, Oat gives I just want cuddles and a nap vibes. And yet he's the young? But hold on, sweeties. If you thought we were dealing with soft fluff and hand-holding, think again. These two, they don't do sweet. They do scorching. Like, let's just say when things start getting intense, they don't hold back at all. Suddenly, the baby of the relationship is the one leading every scene, like he read 5 fanfics and decided to make them a documentary. I was just sitting there like, should I be watching this with the lights off and my phone on mute? Because, excuse me, sir, who gave you permission to act like you own the room and the man in it? They serve chemistry with consequences, okay? 1 minute you're like, nah, cute couple, and the next minute it's, okay, wait, I need to go touch grass. Their scenes together are the kind you can't casually watch in public unless you want strangers giving you side eye at the bus stop. Honestly, I'm still recovering from all their scenes, and this is just their first series. All right, sweeties, it's time to talk about the couple that took us by the throat and didn't even apologize. William and S. Now, I don't know what's in the casting water lately, but the moment these two showed up, my entire brain short-circuited. S is clearly the older one, right? Like by 4 full years. He looks calm, mature, like he moisturizes and files his taxes early. But then there's William, the actual child from 3 business days ago, walking around like he's the one that pays Ez's rent, schedules his doctor appointments, and says, you can stay out till 10, but no later. Like, excuse me. Ez may be older, but William said, I'm your daddy now, and Ez just nodded. He agreed. The power of babyface menace is real, sweetie. It's dangerous. It's unholy. I'm terrified. And let's not forget, when this series dropped, William was so young, the entire fandom just started calling him the damn teenager. And honestly, that name stuck. Even now, when he's technically no longer a teenager, I still look at him and whisper, "That's the damn teenager." And yet, this so-called baby is out here owning every scene like he's been through 3 divorces and a custody battle. And as he eats it up, smiling like he wasn't just spiritually dominated by a walking Gen Z emoji, it's giving power shift. It's giving the youngest is the boss now. It's giving me stress rashes and sleepless nights. But am I obsessed? Absolutely. Would I rewatch their scenes again, knowing full well I'll end up questioning my own judgment? Yes, I would. Okay, sweeties, hold on to your wigs, because this next pair has me spiraling on a spiritual level. It's time to talk about Pooh and Saint from My Sweetheart Joan, aka the couple where nothing makes sense, but somehow I can't look away. First of all, let's start with the 6-year age difference, because yes, we're back in that older bottom, younger top situation that's clearly a trend now. But this one is personal. Saint is the older one. He's been in this game since forever, and we all know he's always played the soft, emotional, bottom-catered roles. That's his brand. That's his aesthetic. We accepted it. We moved on. Then comes Pooh. Younger, quiet, mysterious. Looks like he listens to lo-fi heartbreak playlists, and suddenly we're thrown into a vortex of confusion. Because now the entire fandom is side-eyeing each other like, wait, who's topping who? And let me just say it. I've seen toddlers with less chaos than this ship. The taller one is not always the top, respectfully. This couple has us questioning everything. It's like the age gap flipped the energy, and now Saint, the soft-looking veteran, is somehow moving like he's the one doing the pinning. But then Pooh breathes a certain way, and I'm like, never mind, I spoke too soon. I'm exhausted. To make matters worse, their chemistry is the slowest of all slow burns. Like, sweetie, I could have cooked a 12-course meal and knit a blanket before they even made solid eye contact. This is not your typical slow burn, no. This is mystical snail speed yearning. You feel their tension building, but it's so slow you start wondering if you accidentally pause the episode. It's giving emotional edging, and not in a fun way. And yet, I'm still watching. Still confused, still trying to figure out who's actually driving this relationship while they stare longingly at each other like 2 ghosts from separate timelines. One is older, one is younger, one looks in charge, the other feels in charge. And I'm just a delulu fangirl in distress. Okay, sweeties, I don't even know where to start with this one. PoohPavel, Pavel Pooh Baby, when they first dropped, the fandom was in shambles. People were using both names like we were trying to summon a BL demon. It was giving choose your fighter energy, and nobody knew who was winning. Let's start with the visual. Pavel has the build, the vibe, the whole I could lift you with one arm and emotional trauma with the other thing going on. I looked at him and thought, yeah, he's clearly the top. End of discussion. And Pooh? Sweetie, Pooh looks like he just finished his afternoon nap and someone took his juice box. He's the baby. Talks like a baby, acts like a baby, looks like a baby. Like I fully expected him to be wrapped in a soft blanket and protected at all costs. But then, boom. Plot twist, their first, drop. And suddenly, Pooh was on top. And I don't mean symbolically. I mean, he took charge like he had something to prove. I thought maybe, just maybe, they were going for a switch couple vibe, right? Equal partnership, power shuffle. But sweetie, he did it again and again and again. And by the 3rd time, I was like, okay, I give up. Now, let's talk age cap. 7 years, babes. 7 whole years. Ordinarily, you'd look at Pooh and be like, let the older one handle things. But Pooh said, no, I will be handling. Literally. It's like he walked onto set and said, age is irrelevant and I do squats. And don't even get me started on the difference between season 1 and season 2 of Pit Babe. In season 1, Pooh's dominance was subtle, hinted, a sprinkle. But in season 2, baby. He came back like he just graduated from Domination University with first-class honors. I was not prepared emotionally, spiritually, physically. I have trust issues now, and yet I can't stop watching. Woo! Finally, Smart and Boom. Now imagine this. You're watching a BL series, minding your business, and suddenly the younger one, I repeat, the younger one, starts calling the older one P while actively pinning him to the wall like a romantic threat. I had to pause. The disrespect, cinematic, Oscar-worthy. I was emotionally unprepared. Let's talk facts. Boom is 10 years older. That's not a little gap. That's a whole decade. That's 2 presidential terms. That's time to raise a child and teach them the alphabet. And yet, Boom is out here being soft, sweet, giggly girly, blinking slowly like he's the youngest intern at a BL cafe, while Smart, this literal child, walks in with full CEO energy like, move, I'm the lead now. And baby, when I say Smart runs things, I mean he runs things. Like I've never seen someone dominate with such quiet authority. Whether it's one of those grown-up scenes, you know what I mean, or even just regular scenes where he's supposed to be standing still, somehow he's still dominating. The way he looks at Boom, I feel like I should leave the room, like I wasn't invited, like I'm interrupting something spiritual and slightly illegal. And it doesn't stop there, sweetie. Off screen, it's the same effing thing. Smart be standing there looking like a smug little menace, and Boom is just giggling, shy, blushy, like, P, Smart, please. I'm stressed, honestly. I don't know what kind of power Smart unlocked at his young age, but clearly it came with a free subscription to dominateyourappa.com. He didn't just flip the BL age top stereotype, he threw it in the blender and served it over ice. At this point, I'm convinced age gaps in BL don't follow science. Don't follow logic, they just follow vibes and who can pin who to the wall faster. And guess what? The younger ones are winning effortlessly, like they're not even trying and still out here shaking the whole fandom. So yes, I'm confused, I'm concerned, I'm obsessed. This new era of babyface tops and blushing older bottoms, it's unhinged, it's disrespectful, it's beautiful. Let me know which pairing shocked your spirit the most, and if I missed any younger top supremacy you think deserves a shout out, you know I want to hear about it. Until next time, sweeties, stay delulu, stay dramatic, and remember, respect your younger tops. They're not playing around.